Şimdi çekiç şu yukarıda varmış. O değil de itemleri değiştirince karakter uçmaya başladı ha. Ya çık şuraya. Oğlum niye ölmüyorsunuz siz? Olmazlar. Oha lan, 2 tane pot mu içirdi bu bana cidden? Ulan şuradan bir tane şey alacağım ya, alt üstü. Demir parçası alacaktım anasını satayım. Nerede şimdi Allah bilir. Daha yukarıda. Yukarıda. Çok mu yukarıdasın da? Çıkıp bakacağız. Bunun üstüne çıkamayacağız galiba. Sınır var.
That's as far as I can push the scry.
Öyle yer altında bir şey mi diyeceğim? Ya burada galiba. Evet, aldık.
There's no way this is natural. Feels like frost magic.
Nihayet çıkardım. İyi, orayı bitirdik. Hayda.
Certainly why things are frozen over.
Malfunctioning then.
Indisputably. The ice buildup must be causing a cyclical localized reaction.
Sure. I'll take care of it.
Good idea. Swampy environs and intense cold is bad even for enclave parchment. Best to lower the risk.
Yok ettik. Ne taraftan? Bu taraftan. Hayda, dere boyuydu şimdi. Ama bir de böyle. Buradan çıkalım artık ya. Nasıl bir soğukluk bu? Yukarıda. Evet.
The Tattered Mantle. I've heard so many stories of this tavern. Always rowdy. Denevron was hit hard by the surge too.
Perhaps even harder. Looks as though it's been ripped apart.
Oo, karşıda bir şey var ama oraya nasıl giderim ben? Oraya gitmesine giderim de. Lan çıksana.
I've got you.
Tövbe yarabbim ya Resulallah. Ta anasının nikahından başlayacak şimdi ya. İyi lan, buradan başladık. Neyse, salla orayı şimdi.
Broker's Arch. The market loom.
Same spot as the last statue. Struck a vein, as my dad used to say.
Wait, I was half listening. Are you hurt?
Metaphor. Her dad was a miner. We've got a tally sheet of some sort. Series of numbers below. And a bunch of garbled text below that. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Aye, mate.
Yan. Nerede bu? Ay ben senin ya. Nerede bunlar? Ha. Attı. Yok ya, hasat yapmıyor. Ya yaptı hasarını da. Hadi lan.
Magic for your mantle.
Hoş geldin kanka. Lan öleceğiz şimdi ha. Hadi az kaldı, başarabiliriz. Başardık.
A dead body and a hidden cache of materials. It sounds like the start of a Skuld's tale.
All we need is a saber conveniently placed on the mantle and we're set.
More seriously, you said you had an idea about that sheet?
Before signing on with Aurea, I worked the relief ships between my home and Udea. A Don Brenning initiative, mind you. Our neighbours across the bay love to claim otherwise. The dockers always wanted big loads for the cranes. But certain things, like, say, herbs, you'd only ship in small quantities. Over the years, the convoys developed a system where you'd have runners and haulers. Runners would make quick trips and bring small goods to a drop. Haulers would pack the cargo together and make longer hauls to the docks.
You think we're looking at a similar system, then?
Absolutely, I do. It's the sheet you found. That's a requisition for a runner if I've ever seen one. And note how it says Scout Group 23 here. That's a lot of groups.
Which means my mysterious observer is part of a large organization.
And an active one.
What do we do with this information, then?
At the bottom of the sheet, there's that series of numbers and letters. Those would represent drop points. I did some digging with Lane, and they're referring to coordinates on a map of the Enclave that was made just before the surge. L7 is part of the capital, see? That's where you found this drop. So, I'm inferring that these other marked coordinates are just as likely to have drops.
I'll check them, then.
If nothing else, we could find materials for our own stocks. But I'm hoping there's more.
Maybe where our Hearthsiders are hiding.
Also, Lane was looking over the orders and wanted to talk to you about the writing along the bottom.
More drops, and talk to Lane. Got it.
Gayet ilerle. Daha 2 tane bundan var. Bir tane bundan gelecek. Şimdi bunun bonus ısı direnci. Oğlum bunu niye takmadık biz? Ama bunda da şey var. Bunu takalım, bu daha iyi.
Try to bring this back in one piece.
Şunu parçalayayım ya. Ana söktük mü lan yaksa? Yanlışlıkla. Yükseltecektik ya. Egemen öldürüyor. Aslında hepsinde şey iyi ya.
You wanted to talk about the supply orders?
Indeed. It's about the gibberish along the bottom. Notice how the writing is in a different hand.
Yes, I can see that.
We're looking at a cipher. Someone sharing encoded notes.
Sounds like we have a cipher to break. I'll keep hitting dead drops.
Any code is easier to break with more samples. You can work on it like any other research project.
The Enclave still has so much to offer. I don't think I'll ever tire of it.
Ya bataklık. Buraya gideceğiz gene. Ya oğlum bir git ya. Ya gelme. Ya lan bir git. Hayret bir şey ya. Buraya artık nasıl bir şeysin?
That aerolith can influence the weather. Almost certainly why things are frozen over.
Malfunctioning then.
Indisputable. The ice buildup must be causing a cyclical localized reaction.
Sure. I'll take care of it.
Good idea. Swampy environs and intense cold is bad even for enclave parchment. Best to lower the risk.
Bir tane şey aldım ama tam yanımda durursa acaba bir baka faydası yok. Oğlum burada diyorsun gidiyorum orada göstermiyorsun ya. Al. Nerelere gidiyorsun böyle? Her yere gidiyorsun ya. Mesela soğuk direncidir. Şiir yenilemesi mi? Allah soğuk.
Could I have my inkpot back? You borrowed it quite a while ago.
Yes.
Ya bacağı atmışım ya. Şaka gibi. Bacak sırfı yok. Ha, ne diyordu lan burada? Tam bir bekleyin lan. Şu iyi ya. Vallahi aha. Abanacağım soğuk direncine. Üç var en fazla. Aban soğuk direncine. O soğuk direnci 7. 6 var. İki, 5 var. Şu 7. Aban gitsin abi. 1 var. 1 var. Ya. 1 olsun.
It's going to look great.
Burada yükseltelim. Yükseltemiyoruz. Önce bunda azmış. Bunu yükseltmeye çalışalım bak. Oo. Tamam. Hangisi lan o? Dur bakayım. Lan ısıyı yükseltmişiz. Soğuğu yükselteceğiz biz. Evet şu. Tamam. Bu var. 3. O 10. Daha iyisi olan var mı? Yok. Ya şu var. Bundan niye yok ya? On düşürüyorum ben. Bir bacak kaldı. Oo. Isıyı çok düşürdü. Salla ısıyı şimdilik.
Kept it light for agility.
Ya bataklık bunlar değil. Bataklık burada var sadece. Deli gibi soğuk direnci yaptık bakalım. Bakalım ne olacak. Aynen bak. İyi, eskisinden iyi. Ya burayı gösteriyorum. Hallettim ki ben orayı.
That arrowhead can influence the weather. Almost certainly why things are frozen over.
Malfunctioning
Ha, bu
then.
yukarıdaymış lan.
Indisputably.
Hiç ki
The ice
aklıma
buildup must
gelmedi.
be causing a cyclical localized reaction.
Sure. I'll take care of it.
Good idea. Swampy environs and intense cold is bad even for enclave parchment. Best to lower the risk.
Ya hiç tepeye bakmak gelmedi aklıma. Ha, her yer şey oldu. Bizim soğuk direnci muhabbeti de bitti. Hayda.
There. Already warming up. Hope I didn't damage the priceless artifact too much.
Can't make an omelette, as they say.
A lot of notes here. Water damage from the cold and melt, though. Let's see. Materials. Huh. That's how you visualize a pattern. Lots of marginal notes. These have to be from Lucia.
Ha bu.
She mentions a flood in the later passages.
Sev and I will look at these together with her book then. See what we can learn in context. As Aurea says, candle is burning on our flood problem.
Neresini? Nerede bu şimdi? Yaşayanlar dedi. Zırh parçası da aldık. Şu. Baba, orada tutuyor muyuz? Göğsündekini parçalayalım. Ya atladım ben aşağı. İyi lan, o kadar alev direnci şey yaptık. Çok da gitmedi. Neresinde kaldı şimdi bunun? Bakayım. Hadi be. Ha, kafasındaki şeyler. Ya basıyorum. Nerede var bunun başka şey ya? Kafasında da yok gari. Ha, kulakından mı? Aa, yanlışlıkla tıkladım. Ulan küçük şerefsizleri. Koluna vursak. Aa, kolunda varmış, pardon. Dur. Aa, orada varmış. Aleyküm selam. Bir tuhaf geldi ses ama. Onu nerede lan diye? Nerede bunun şeyi? Bakacağım Artur da. Bu kolundakini patlattık. Bu kolundaki nerede? Kafasına çıkıp buz mu yapsam? Lan atsana buzu. Yok, buzlar olmuyor ya. Ya oğlum, senin hasat olacak yerin neresi ya? Niye çıkmıyor şeyin ya? Benim niye çıkmıyor şeyimden? Hasar edilecek bölgesi çıkmıyor ya. Olmadı. Pek zevkli değil boss fight'ları ya. Artık. Aha bu ne lan? Çok gitmişiz ya. Dönelim bir yere. Yukarıda gördüm. Çok amaleş yaptırıyor anasını satayım oyun.
Any luck with the materials we gathered from Lucia's workshops?
Yes.
Sen ne yapıyorsun Arthur?
We started with the book, which was painfully dry and highly theoretical.
Unsurprising. The Enclave was notoriously tight-lipped about the construction of the arcs.
The book was still useful, as it contained a number of craft-specific terms, shorthands and annotations, all critical. Referencing the book clarified the notes.
Without it, they bordered on deranged rant, especially at the end.
Sort of a window into her thinking.
We suspect Lucia spent a long time in isolation while working on these.
She covered many topics, but the most prominent was her work into the flood.
How do those devices I found with her mark on them tie into all of this?
In her final notes, her obsession shifted from the Enclave's leadership to the miasma flood. She was determined to find a way to stop it. On one hand, she looked to the aeroliths as a mitigation. Could they repel the miasma?
In the end, her answer was no. And so she turned to disruption. We think the arcs were tests. Could she shut them down?
And if so, could she shut down something larger?
She was clearly successful at least once. Maybe twice if we count the one outside the veil.
Indeed, and when we're doing more general questions, that is what we must talk about.
All intriguing information. But we should focus on the flood. Does she have an answer for us?
Partially. This is the design.
Her research led her to one conclusion: to stop the floods. She needed to disrupt a barrier of some sort.
This confirms our theory from earlier. She's talking about the barrier established by Asylum.
Her design is detailed and specific. The device
Hop
it
devam
would
be
create
ya.
averts the
Adam
flow of
vuruyor.
magic and enchanted objects.
Vurabiliyorsan
Disrupting
iyi.
them for a time.
We think the devices we
Attığını
found on the
tutturuyor
arcs
mu,
were
ne yapıyor?
prototypes, small experiments to determine efficacy and duration.
So what's the catch? If the floods are still happening, clearly she didn't build one.
Lucia's thimble, as she calls it, requires some highly specialized components. It has to withstand considerable magical flow, far more than what's produced by an arc.
It's like how mass scales exponentially. Just because you can build a scale model of an aqueduct doesn't mean the real thing can support its own weight.
If, and it is a very big if, we could find those components, we could construct Lucia's thimble.
İki adam vurdum
We have
çok
the
şükür.
expertise.
We'll find them.
Diğerleri ne yaptı?
It's just a matter of time.
I only hope we have enough.
67
The other
adam
thing we'll
vurduysam
need is a source of
diğerlerine bir iş kalmamış.
His mantle won't be enough by itself.
Yatmış bir köşede çay demlemiş içmişler o zaman.
Okay, so we have clear next steps. Just one more thing. What happened to Lucia?
The flood. Our best guess, at any rate. There's no sign of her.
Bir tane daha buldum. Neden bu? Yok ya lan bu. Şimdi. Şimdilik ellemeyeceğim. Ben görevlere de gitmeyeceğim. Onlar da 40 falan vuruyor be. Nereden kurtaracağım ben bunları? Anasını satayım. Burada yok. Burada var. Buradaymış lan ama. Lan al şunu.
Should be a drop somewhere around here. Another notice. Drops must be completed and all runners to safety before the next predicted flood.
This clear may have a way to predict the floods, and some way to stay safe.
Let's stay focused on our runners for now.
Burada bulunamaz tabii.
Tangles, as far as the eye can see.
Gidelim bakalım göreve. Ay okçu senin ben. Ya bir oyunda her okçu
That's as far
lan
as I can push the scry.
Her oyuncuyu bir şerefsiz yaparlar ya bir o. Anladım, karşıya nasıl geçeceğim ben? Daha önce geçmişim valla. O yüzden oyun nasıl geçiyorsan geçiyor şu anlık herhalde. Tırmanabilir miyim dedim de yok. Yemez. Yapma be. Büyük ihtimal boss'a gidiyoruz. Aynen. Aşağıda mı lan bu? Vallahi aşağıdaymış.
This temple has seen better days.
The high pyre remains intact, though. Built to last.
Neredeydi o kapı? Ya oğlum buradasın da. Ha nasıl geldin aşağı? Savaşla mı? Kim savaşla mı? Biraz kırılabiliyor mu? Evet, aşağıda da. Aşağı nasıl ineceğiz? Ee? Tamam, çok güzel gösteriyorsun yeri de.
Should be a drop somewhere around here.
Ha, bulduk galiba. Ben boss fight bekliyordum ama.
Supplies. That's good. More orders. Huh.
What's up?
Drops will be assigned to specific teams and tracked individually to deal with recent concerns.
That's boss talk for... Well, watching you because someone had their hand in the cookie jar. That's all of them.
3 supply drops. Not a lot of answers.
I believe I can help with that.
Neyse.
This must be the Guild District.
Home to numerous trades, magical and mundane alike. Enchanters, smiths, coopers, glass workers, you name it.
Oo. Az daha meftol. İyi, az kalmış. Tamam. Şu ilerideymiş.
Yes, and if the R is with the numbers of false increment that just indicates spaces. Ah!
Got it?
Yes. I'll translate all that we have and we can discuss it with Casmin.
Good stuff, Lane. We need all the information we can get.
And valuable insight into post-surge society that developed here.
Tamam. Şimdi bir tane bir şey aldım. Nadir parçalar alevet. Bunları zırh ne aldık? İyi zırh veriyorum da şeyler falan berbat.
Well, Codebreakers, how are we feeling?
Satisfied. We have enjoyed reasonable success.
That's Lane's way of saying they crushed it.
Notes being passed between a brother and sister, quite candid, and dissatisfied. In particular with their boss, who they refer to as the Grumple.
The Grumple?
A Renlund myth, where ill-behaved children would be gathered up in a sack and tossed into the river to drown at the end of the year.
Bye.
The Grumple, yes. Renlund fables prominently feature drowning as a punishment for children. The myth has fallen out of favour in recent decades, though. Ren society is less forgiving of flights of fancy.
The Grumple. Really?
Really.
Moving swiftly on. What else did the drop say?
Remember that ominous note about tracking individually in specific teams?
From the context provided by our hauler, we now know a significant number of Hearthsiders survived the surge.
But only just surviving. They relied on the runner-hauler teams. But supplies consistently went missing. There is also a sense that the Enclave was getting increasingly dangerous for the Scouts.
The floods, of course.
With supplies running thin, the supply teams were falling under suspicion of stealing.
This pair responded with the entirely reasonable, if exhausting, plan of overperforming.
I've done that job, Lane. Sometimes you just need to prove the ass in charge wrong.
Indeed. They collected a cache of rare items they were planning to turn in when they felt its size and value would erase any suspicion.
Do we know if they turned it in?
No, but we know what it was. Or is.
And that's where I come in.
Bitmiş. Bir tane kalmış. Allah. Bu ne lan? Şöyle. Abi buraya nasıl gireceğim ben ya? Şöyle bir deneme yapalım bakalım.
Hold on.
Yok böyle değilmiş. Lan.
Everything all right?
Yeah. There's just so much. Oh. And a letter. Encoded like the others.
Can't wait to work it out.
Hemen gideceğiz başa. Bunu vereyim göreve. Ondan sonra başka oyuna geçeriz. O arada bir yemek yerim ben.
So, the letter. I'm prepared for bad news.
How did you know?
They were collecting supplies for other survivors. We know someone is out there. The supplies never made it to them. That, and the tear stains.
Is that what that was? Yes, well, there's a lot to cover. We have the cache itself and our scrounging siblings.
We should at least give you the high-level details on both. Where do you want to start?
Talk to me about the supplies.
They did astonishing work. If I weren't sure they're both gone, I'd hire them.
Indeed, a robust collection, including several enchanted objects we barely recognize.
They had a keen eye for things that could decay and took care to preserve them.
You two sound giddy.
If there's one thing Lane and I are passionate about, it's preservation of rare objects.
That's enough about the cache.
Sure.
What did the final note say?
Yes, right. It was a farewell. One sibling disappeared. The runner.
I thought the runner of the pair was the one we found.
So did we. But this last message was a farewell to his sister. Apparently the Grumpole...
Really?
I know. But apparently their boss had been ordered to stop wasting resources on the search.
And so our hauler left this farewell, hoping his sister might find it on the off chance she was alive.
He was going to remove all their other messages so their plan wouldn't be found out.
We postulate he was on his way to do that when
the flood caught him.
These people, however many are left, they've really been through it.
They might really need our help.
They're still organized and have a command structure, but it sounds dysfunctional.
Let's move on to something else.
Of course.
So, where do we go from here?
Good news. We compared notes with Dom. We found parts that will let us complete Lucia's thimble, from those schematics you decoded.
It has been a busy time. Solar will handle the assembly, of course.
I suppose the only other thing to say is... good job, Bryn.
Indeed. We have made progress in unraveling the shape of what the post-Surge society looks like in the Enclave. Further, these documents are invaluable to the historical record.
And maybe you put a couple souls to rest. Not to be sentimental.
All right. Let's go over everything we know so far.
We know that, for a time after the Surge, civilians continued to live in Tenebron until they were forced to evacuate the city. We're still not sure the cause.
Wherever the Hearthsiders went, they're still actively sending scouting groups to scavenge for supplies. From the uniform, the creeper who was watching Bryn sleep belongs to one of these groups.
We also know that a defensive procedure codenamed Asylum sealed access to the Enclave underground. This was done using a barrier almost exactly like the Veil.
Lucia, an ex-High Enchantress, opposed Asylum and began working on ways to sabotage it.
Her research forecasted that the barrier would cause the Enclave to flood with miasma. The very same flood that seems to have killed Lucia before she was able to finish her thimble.
But we have her design. It could disrupt Asylum's barrier.
So Lucia's thimble is the key to our survival.
It's less a key and more like a magical battering ram.
Whatever works.
What is it, Lane?
It's just... I've pored over all the documents we've compiled, and a concrete link between the evacuation plan and the underground is nowhere to be found. I can't shake the feeling we're missing something.
The Enclave destroyed a lot of information from their documents. Could that be why you can't find a link between Asylum and the evacuation?
I considered that. The Enclave may have hidden their location from Lucia.
Being a weaver isn't about being certain all the time. It's about taking calculated risks to carve a path forward. And regardless of the Hearthsider's location, disrupting the barrier is the only option to stop the flood.
You're right. I just hope that if we did miss something, it doesn't come back to bite us.
Even if it does, we will handle it.
That settles it. Bryn, it's time to use the thimble.
Evet. Neyse bu dursun şimdilik.